So what I want to do in this video is show you how to use Draw.io to create a use case diagram. Now I've enabled Draw.io on Drive, and so this is the app that came up. Looks pretty familiar, and that looks like they've been tweaking a few things, but I want to draw a use case diagram. So typically when we do use case diagrams, they're written in UML, Unified Modeling Language, and we use these actors and these use cases. Typically, you also define a box that says this is the system to give the system some boundaries. Now, they don't actually have such a generic, I guess, structure on here. And so I'm just going to go up to General tab and bring over a rectangle and resize it. I'm going to give it a color so that I can see it. I don't know about gray. I'll go light green. And I give it a title. I'll call this the BCITLIS. I want it to be at the top, so if I pick this text, that sets it to the top, 20 point, I might make it more there. So it's a BCITLIS kind of concept. Let's nudge this over here. I'm going to bring an actor on, so I'm going to go down here and drag on an actor, and I'm actually going to rename this. Oh, don't like it when it does that. I just need to get to the text actor. Maybe I'll put this back to 12 and we'll see if I can get in here. There, got actor highlighted, and I'll call this guest speaker. So the concept would be a guest speaker needs to come to BCIT, and they're going to use, say, our BCIT app and query the system to find some parking. So the use case would be to find parking. Right? So find vacant parking stall. Right? So that would be the use case that they want to do. Maybe I'll make that a little bit bigger. Give a little bit of a color so it stands out. Probably make the text a little bit bigger. Now this stuff about making things bigger, that's just me being, finicky in that. And then so when you highlight the actor, you'll see that little blue arrow come up, and so you can just drag that to find parking. So the concept is that one way a person, human, it doesn't always have to be human. Your actor could be like some, automated program or something like that that's going to query the system. But there's a guest speaker coming on site, and they need to find a vacant parking stall, or maybe pick up their parking pass. Those would be different use cases. Get your parking pass versus parking your vehicle. But this is the kind of thing is like, how are people going to use the data that we collected? So the data we collected in this case would be the concept that we're going to provide the functionality for a guest speaker to come in and query the system to find out where they actually park their vehicle and that sort of thing, or where they're allowed to park. This is all I wanted to show you, is how to draw this diagram. Now, I want to save this back to make sure it's saved back in Google Drive. So once you build up one of these, you build up, my suggestion is one use case per diagram in that, just to get used to the tools and that. And then just file and look for export as. And so probably a PDF would be the best thing. And then you just save it out to PDF and then upload that PDF to the Learning Hub. So this concludes this video.